All right, Jeremy, just start with the most basic question. As you look at this entire season and how far you guys have come as a pitching staff, what are you most proud of?
It's a difficult one. I think just to compete, how well they've competed even when things weren't going well, like that part's been unchanged. How well they've come together, and I'm not just talking about the starters. I'm talking about the entire group. Like they're a fun group to be around. They enjoy each other. They compete with each other both. And we've kind of seen it over the last 6 weeks or so, like going 7 innings, going 7 innings, going 7 innings, and then the bullpen coming in, shutting it down, and then compete and just trying that every single day to come out and put our best foot forward.
Why do you think it seems like everybody has reached the type of potential that you guys had for them?
So Alvy and Louis have done an incredible job. Louis come in and learned a whole new staff and our process and all that kind of stuff. So it starts with them. I think it's our performance group understanding their bodies, and sometimes like this stuff takes some time, right? And that's maybe why we hit some speed bumps early in the season. Is like we hadn't quite hit our stride with like their in between start throwing programs and those types of things, and same thing with the bullpen. And so it's some of that, and it's also like kind of what we've talked about. Like there's this like rivalry and competition amongst each other to like, all right, you went 7, now I'm going to go 7, and we score 4 runs, like I'm going to shut it down, like they're not going to get another run.
You guys over the last couple of years are amongst the top in terms of fastballs that are thrown by the staff, and this year your starters, all of them essentially are throwing more fastballs than they ever have. Why is that, at least with this current group?
I don't think it's not necessarily by design. I think that's just kind of been the natural flow of things, especially given Minaya, his fastball, how it's playing, Sevy's high velo, how it's playing. Q has traditionally been, using the 4-seamer, using the sinker. So I think a lot of it is just the type of pitchers that we had, and then even going back to, Max and JV and Jake. And these guys had really good fastballs, right? So I think the trend's correct. I think obviously you look at damage and the ability to suppress damage. Like usually damage is lower on secondary offerings, and so yeah, we want to tap into that. But also like I don't want to get too far away from the art of the game and understanding like when a good fastball is a good fastball, and it's like McGill last night. Like I think he threw like 5 sliders or something, right? Like that wasn't the plan going in. Like we had a plan to mix it up, but like his fastball was really getting on them and his sinker was really getting on them. So like you don't need to deviate until they prove that they can hit whatever we're trying to offer.
All right, last thing, just because we've got Quintana on the mound tonight that we're going to be watching, what for you is the difference when he's really locked in a groove versus the times that he's struggled this year?
Yeah, it's an execution game for Q. Like this is old school. Like I got to hit my spot, and this stuff. Call it what it is. Like it doesn't jump off the page. It's not high velo. It's relative to his peers. Like it is what it is. And so like we've just pounded execution. Like I'm hitting my spot. Like whatever pitch is called, I'm going to throw it to that spot. And if I hit it, I know I'm going to have success. If I don't, then we have guys in the field that'll go catch the ball. And I think that's some of it too, right? Relying on his defense and understanding when to get the ground ball and understanding when to go after the punch out. And so I think that's been the main difference, is like sometimes he executes and sometimes he doesn't, and that's his game, right? Where other guys that have maybe like higher end stuff, like their margin for error on their execution is a lot bigger, where Q's it's not. And so we've just been hammering the execution game with him.